Hello, time travel back a bit to when I started making videos at my kitchen table because my garage still looked like this. Eventually, a month or so since we moved, I dived in there and got started. I added some more storage and I then had a working hobby space. Starting with eBay Gandalf, I could hobby at a desk and not have to pack away for tea time. It was also when I started and kind of enabled me to do a weekly upload. Then 12 Sunday uploads later, here's a reminder of then how organised it looked. Here's unused footage from making Khazad-dûm Part 1 because of how cluttered it was back there and everywhere else for that matter. Previous videos at the desk didn't show it, but making a big terrain piece put me in the middle of it and also in frame. This clutteredness, as some of you have seen already, can lead to accidents. Which then brings me to now. These boxes are great for minis and fit perfectly into the shelving too. Here's my mostly magnetised Moria army. That's on the to-do list. And here's some work in progress armies, Gondor and Isengard. Basically, I've transported some of my pile of shame into boxes. The bottom shelf has my assortment of Lord of the Rings minis, waiting to be boxed or not enough for a box. As I'm editing, I've realised I do now have actual Rohan heroes, so I can get a Rohan box sorted. And this is where I keep my Gandalf costume. I keep it hidden, keep it safe. Some of you have seen it before.
You cannot pass! You shall not pass!
So previously I had my tools organised in drawers, but then we moved and it went into a box and stayed in a box. Now it's back and relatively organised into drawers, or at least categorised in a way I know where things are. Every desk I have had in my life becomes cluttered because I plonk things. I'm a plonker. Especially during the 3 weeks of the Khazad-dûm build where I wasn't at the desk and it was all too easy to put stuff temporarily on it. Now with the 3 elven cups and the 1 mug to rule them all, I have the bits I need for painting and converting minis all organised in the corner. And that's a shower shelf suction thing, which upside down and slotted in the gap becomes a desk organiser thing. Ideal. My paints used to be in the same orange screw box organiser thing I keep some of my minis in now, and most of the time they didn't go back in and just floated around the desk or in drawers, but now they float legitimately on floaty shelves. This random wood screwed up to the wall by the previous owner comes in handy, so I don't have to do any drilling. Quick and easy to put up with room for more. Much more accessible. And as you just saw a bit of in the previous shot, Helm's Deep has been tidied of my plonking and cluttering. I've made a promise to myself that these spaces shall remain clear. My foam corner has been whittled down in stock thanks to Khazad-dûm, which may have made this easier to organise. We got small bits in drawers and larger bits easily stacked in good order. One particular polystyrene piece I'm looking forward to using in a build, you can see it is already a pretty good archway. Gimli approved. The top part of the shelving was a plonk overflow for the shelves below, which as we saw got filled with boxes of eBay purchases and clutter. It's now been extended to fit game boards safely up there, and I've only hit my head on it twice. But the main clutter central zone is now organised terrain pieces in boxes, where bits of Khazad-dûm, which can fit in the boxes, can be safe. mostly from me. There's my general terrain mixed box, which eventually will need to be reorganised when I make scatter terrain pieces. Other than some wood storage above and an organising of the still in boxes new stuff in the top drawer, again, my pile of shame being organised into boxes and drawers. The other drawers remaining more or less the same. With the bottom shelves beneath the Glamour Shop map area freed up, I've placed some easy access stuff like tripods and my turntable, and needed a place to put a dice tray where I can't knock it off. I can't remember if I got that on camera or not, but it did precede me knocking off my Moria army, so that was fun. Then at the bottom is my terrain making stash. All my wood pieces fit real nice into these. And so did my tufts, which were in a small tub, now a bit more organised, with room for the inevitable more. These boxes again, static grass, fit lovely into these. You've probably noticed I have bought a lot of these boxes, and I know there's others who use them too. Highly recommended. Then we go over to my assortment of tubs of rocky, nature, sandy plaster stuff. So the main objective for this garage upgrade was more shelving for easy access, where everything I need is in sight and in reach, not in a drawer or in a box somewhere. As I was saying, it's all organised into paints, glues and plaster, with the bottom shelves being liable to change. That's where I've just put my newspaper and brown packaging paper you get from Amazon boxes for future cliff terrain method, and this is where I've plonked my spare tubs. I got some more fold out tables, 2 6-foot and a 4-foot adjustable one, which as you've seen I've used for big terrain builds, too big for the desk, and I will use them together for future battle reports. The previous table, as the 6-foot plastic ones were out of stock at the time, was a painting table for £16, which sort of works space wise with the game board, but is way too rickety and flimsy, so that's gone. So you can see the 4-foot by 4-foot game board fit perfectly, with room on the 6-foot for dice trays, rulebooks and stat cards, etc. So yes, there should be enough space to move around, but there isn't any lighting in that part of my garage. So filming there probably won't be great. And I don't want to faff around with too many stands of lights. So with a clamp and some GoPro accessory pieces, I've put a ring light up there. Thanks for watching. So this week, you probably noticed, with the lack of any video to do with hobbying, technically, like painting a mini or making some terrain, because this week I've started off tidying the garage, because that Casadumbiel really made a mess. Then that turned into organising the garage, then that turned into buying more shelves for the garage, hence why this week's upload is this hobby space update. So I'm back to being organised and efficient for my future videos, so make sure to like, comment and subscribe. See you on the next one.
It's quite cool.